design, and certainly when we get into like cost per use, really pays its rent in your jewelry box. So this is the hoop earring. It's 7/8 of an inch, so just shy of an inch on that one, which is great for those of us who just want to wear them 9 to 5, day to day, no fuss. But if you don't mind, we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to pack some detail in there. So what we may lack in length, we're going to compensate in detail. These are the textured ovals. They are new, but today is the only day that this month that we've got Easy Pay, $22.56 for gold anything, let alone a hoop, which you'll wear over and over and over again. So I'm turning this one to the side so that you can see it's an oval design. We'll take you through colors, and then Stacey and I will chat with you about all those detail, because all of a sudden when I turn it to the side, it looks like a different earring.
Whole different
right?
ear, whole different look.
All right, so here it is in the yellow gold. Next, we have it in white. Yes, I have the trio. So here it is straight on. Looks completely different, right? There it is. And then finally, yay, we have it in the rose. And again, that rose that is not overly pink or copper penny-ish, but a true like rosé. J348732. So I love how really what we did is we fused like 2, 3, 4 different earrings into one look.
All right, there's so much detail that goes into these, making them a really fresh, updated, different type of hoop. So like you talked there too before, that there's a rectangular tubing in that, and what that's doing is giving it that oval shape, which is an elevated take on maybe that round hoop you might already own. These are oval, so this has a structural feel to it. You'll see when Jen puts it on. Look at that beautiful detail. So you have these striated, these straight lines coming down the center, but then you have a whole different look when you see the side. We were, you know, the fluidity, the wave, that really feminine, soft element comes into play, and it just gives it a beautiful look, you know, whether you're profiling or straight on.
And even in a 7/8 of an inch. And are you wearing them too?
I'm
You've got the capture bead. All right,
yes.
so I'll style them on. Of course,
model.
Stacey's wearing them as well. In a 7/8 of an inch, not even 1 inch, we run the risk of it being forgettable, right? Like it's just kind of there. These are not forgettable. Look at how much credit for the gold you are getting. They're not crazy wide, but because you have all this texturing, twisting, striations in there, it's playing with the light, and it makes the gold radiate even more. That being said, though, you will forget that you are wearing them until you see them in the mirror, because they are crazy, crazy lightweight. And I don't know any woman, say for those who just do not wear earrings at all, who would say, oh, you don't need to, like, just, you got to have a great hoop, right? Travel with them, wear them 5 days in a row, nobody looks at you funny, right? It's just that absolute little black dress and jewelry. And I think a simple, that kind of forgettable gold hoop, you could find at this price tag, right? Right around $100. But if I'm going to spend $100 on a pair of gold earrings, give me the ones that kind of take your breath away.
Yeah, I would say I'm standing, you know, semi-close to Jen, but far enough that I want you to know I see every detail. I see every scalloped edge of that. I see that high polished gold, you know, from this angle. It's bringing a lot of light to Jen's face. Like you said, it is going to be that wonderful everyday, works with everything hoop that we all love to have in our jewelry wardrobe, because the scale is so perfect, but the presence is bold.
That white, though, that's like ice, right? I mean, it really almost looks like it would be cold to the touch. It's brilliant. It's like melted diamonds. That's the trick when it comes to white gold, is to have it not look like silver. Because if it does, then why don't you just buy the silver, right? But silver has more of that gray undertone to it. And then when we get into the rose, it really is in every way a marriage of the brilliance of yellow gold and like a sunset shade of pink. And what a beautiful feminine element. I would say probably the most autumnal of all three, if you're thinking in the mindset of fall, and how beautiful that will be against your chocolate browns and grays, mustard yellows, and all these different colors that you're wearing. But right now, the leader of the pack, to no one's surprise, I'm sure, is going to be the yellow, what you're seeing on the screen right now. And when we've taken an already affordable price tag in gold, $112, and put it on 5 easy payments, here's where I go. You're not just thinking for yourself, maybe you're thinking for gifts too, like holiday season.
And I always say, I mean, my line is earrings always fit. You don't have to worry they're going to be, you know, how they're going to fit. They're always going to work in the ear. And these earrings are out of Italy. I mean, I feel like we need to mention it. Those are our master craftsmen. These are, you know, where all the on-trend looks are coming from. So leave it to our Italian friends to do such a beautiful oval hoop earring.
All right, we are officially now getting limited in the yellow choice. Remember, these are a pretty new piece in our inventory, but it does take time to get more back in stock, especially when we spread that inventory across 3 color choices. And if you're shopping a gold show, like you saw it on the schedule, or you're clicking through the channels on the screen, you went, ooh, gold. If I say gold jewelry, we play that like psychologist game, right? And it's like, what first comes to your mind? Some of us might think like a rope chain. I think most of us, though, would think, oh, like a classic gold hoop.
Gold hoops.
Or a gold
Right.
band. To me, those are the top three. The kind of gotta have it,
And
right?
every age, I bet, Jen.
Every
From
age.
teenager to, every age would say gold hoops.
100% agree. And if I look at this, would I go, oh, my 17-year-old daughter would wear them? Yes. Would I wear them? Duh. Would my mom wear them? Yes. Could her mom wear them? Like, we could continue to go on. So when we really talk about, I'm going to spend this money, am I really going to use it? This time, because sometimes it's an indulgence, sometimes it's a little different. That's not the case with these. And so let me give you, I know I kind of verbally gave you the measure, but let me drop the ruler in, give you another measure there. I take it right there to the bottom, just barely at 1 inch. Perfect. And then you get that great shot of the ribbing detail and the twist on the side. And since we're there, we'll take you through all three color choices. We have to wrap this one up. So there's the yellow. Here it is in the white. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, at a $22 price tag on Easy Pay, I go, maybe two. Just saying, maybe. And then finally, the rose. Took a while for the rose to grow on me. Now, obsessed. J348732 is your item number. Comparable retail, well over $140, but we're going to keep it down to $112 and 5 Easy Pays, but only until the end of the day. Oh, this ring. So you and I presented on our big gold event day, and sometimes it's all a blur, right? And then some pieces, they stand out, and when you present it again, you go, I know exactly what day, I know what I was wearing, I remember everything about it. And I remember this ring presenting it with Stacy on our big gold event. This is, well, at its core, something that continues to be hugely popular among our gold shoppers, and that is the Byzantine weave. But what's happened here, it's almost like old meets new, because then on either side, it's bookended with these scalloped bands. So really, we're talking about the layered look and the necklace, for example. This is your layered look in a ring. So you get this bold presence, you get dimension, you get energy, you get movement, you get a $32 Easy Pay. You know, if this show is going to be called Jennifer's Gold Favorites, we're going to have some great frugal options for you, because you're looking at the frugalist of fashionistas, right? So come on in, let's take a look. We start with, how would you describe the Byzantine? I always just say it's like one of the hardest things to do in gold.
Right, and I always think, you always say it's like puzzle.
It
The
is.
puzzle pieces coming together. Byzantine are these chain-like links. It almost gives that rope texture.
Right.
And we have our Byzantine, it comes direct from Turkey, where all our best wovens and Byzantines come from. They're just innovators and masters in this. And we've given you this traditional Byzantine look, but then we've modernized it and given it a fresh feminine feel with those scalloped edges. Similar to the earrings we saw before, we're seeing that play of these scalloped edges. It gives fluidity,
Right.
it gives
Waves.
movement, waves, and I love that we're seeing that airy look.
All right, so this is the shot where I kind of get into detail, right? Because, and this is also where my head starts to hurt a little bit, because I'm trying to figure it out. Every link that you see in the center is passing